Hello, welcome back to If My Heart Had Wings with Yephyrros and Ncjedi.
Hello.
He said hi if you didn't know. And we're here with Agaha, or Albert. We're childhood friend who's redhead.
She has a bow in her hair.
Yeah, and she caught us staring at the seniors and the upperclassmen. We're in second grade, so we're still young.
I'm in control of the mouse now, so I'm gonna have fun with this.
He has the clicky power. At our age, a gap of 3 or 4 years is pretty big. The students in the upper class look very mature.
それにね、うちってこの手の専門学校にしては女子の比率が多いんだよ。
Why is that? 90% female. Without thinking, I really took an interest in that, and Agaha looked at me as if she wanted to call me a pervert.
校舎の建て替えと同時期に女子生徒の受け入れを強化したんだって。
I heard about that before I'd transfer. Then why do you need to know again? They increased the number of courses for girls and asked famous designers to make the designs for the new building.
Pretty. Random letters. And a thing.
They look like dwarven runes.
It looks like someone just wanted to put all the shapes they could into one building.
Yeah. Someone really loved their second grade math. Click. It has been said, thanks to that, the ratio of boys and girls is about 50-50, which is one of the selling points at the school. Bearing this in mind, I felt uneasy about choosing this school as the one I would transfer to, but I'd like people to think that it can't be helped, because I'm from an all-boys school. By the way, it's now lunchtime!
By the way, it's not lunchtime.
Agaha is in the middle of giving me a guided tour of the school building. Yeah, but this really is an amazing school. The school itself is pretty old.
It is?
They've done a lot of remodeling.
Like, they just tore down the entire old school
It's
and
like
put up a new one.
The school itself is pretty old, but they did enough renovations where they just knocked down the main building and the area around it, and then maybe the village.
The village that was right there.
Yeah, the village right under that hangy thing. In fact, they just made the first thing and then just dropped on the village.
Sorry.
That's why there's no cables. Due to it being a special kind of school, of course, it's famous in the local area. I've known about it too, since I was a little kid. The school building has been rebuilt over the last few years. That supports my theory of the village, with the renovations divided into several stages, the last of which was completed just 1 year ago.
That was the last renovation. It took 1 year to build that thing.
Yeah, it's a anti-UFO laser.
Pew, pew.
It's said that because of the famous designers. The design uses many curved lines, so the appearance is far removed from that generally associated with the word school.
It's more like Star Wars.
Yeah. It felt like I had entertained... This reminds me of the Camino... Is it the Camino system where they have the cloning facilities?
Yeah.
Yeah. It reminds me of one of the cloning facilities. Yes! Why isn't it raining in an ocean? Why isn't Jango Fett the janitor? I'm sorry for that mistake.
The entire comment section just blew up.
Oh no, they're coming at me with a golden noose now. It felt like I had entered some kind of sci-fi setting. Gasp.
We got it right.
I like how we had that text box there too the whole
設備も
time.
最高だよ。冷暖房完備、完全バリアフリーで、どんな人も安心して学校生活が送れます。
Disabled access. That's right. Miss Alula, I mean, Katori, should be somewhere in the school.
でもさ、葵、ほんと変わったよね。
I like how he seems really agitated at Katori for that Miss Alula thing.
Miss Hallelujah.
Miss Alleluia. Can we call her Miss Allah?
Sure.
Agaha, as she walked by my side, was happily murmuring as she looked at my face.
顔とか昔はもっと可愛らしかったのになんかゴツゴツしちゃってさ
Well, when I was captured by the enemy, they branded me 6 times in each cheek. It felt like nothing though, it was just a walk in the park. You should really know what happened when I went after them. Yeah, same to you.
ひどっ私ゴツゴツなんてしてないもん
If she knew if she knew that when we met on the way to school earlier, I thought she was pretty cute, she'd never let it go. So I better keep quiet.
I just realized the plant over there.
Yes.
It's like a bush combined with... and I don't know quite what that is.
I don't know. Someone tell me, what is that bush monster thing?
Why didn't we notice it the first time?
What should we name him?
Name who? The bush?
Yeah.
Tentacle bush.
That's not a good name. Can we name him Jeoffery?
The tentacle bush Jeoffery?
Jeoffery.
Jeoffery the tentacle bush?
Jeoffery the tentacle bush, yes.
Alright.
It's been decided. Carry on.
あんちゃんから聞いてなかったら気づかなかったわよ
You heard it from Anpan?
そう葵が帰ってくるってね
Carry on. By the way, I'm in the same class as Akaha. She knew that I might be coming as a transfer student, which is why she wasn't that surprised by our chance meeting this morning.
あんたね帰ってくるなら連絡くらいよこしなさいよね
Sorry. The reason why we called him Anpan isn't because he's like an older brother type guy. Aniki, older guy, like a big brother. He was our childhood friend, but he was much older than us, so we nicknamed him Anpan. He's not related by blood, but he's just like a real big brother. Agaha glared at me and said, "Geez," as I tried to laugh it off.
Jeez.
昔の私ならアックスボンバーかましてるところよ
She wouldn't really have hit me. As we talked, we went back to the classroom. The classrooms weren't exactly normal either. You don't say. The floor's a bloody checkerboard. I feel a little uneasy taking lessons here, but maybe I'll get used to it sometime soon. Well, yeah, the teacher's probably a hologram. Heck, he's probably just saying the information into their brains. Telling them to love and eat ampans.
What is with that? Is there some room back there?
It's the bulletproof viewing glass to keep the police officers safe if anyone breaks free from the brainwashing.
You know a lot about Japanese schools.
I'm getting this bottle, and this is how they teach the kids in Japan. This is why they get into the craze of licking each other's eyeballs.
Okay, let's continue on.
Click. By the way, there's a girl in a wheelchair in this room, right? Miss no, I mean she's called Katori Habane. I asked Agaha as we returned to our seats. I didn't ask what grade she was in, but even if it's not the same, I thought Agaha would at least be aware of her. Agaha reacted like she was being evasive. It wasn't just Agaha, but the other people sitting nearby who heard our conversation also seemed kind of awkward.
Question mark?
Where's Rachel?
ハバネさんならうちのクラスだよ今日は来てないみたいだけど
After Agaha said that, someone added, "You mean today either, don't you?" The way she said that seemed quite harsh. That can't be. I mean, I thought about explaining why she had left the dormitory this morning in her uniform, but I held my tongue. The atmosphere was kind of strange.
ここんとこずっと休んでるんだ。体調が良くないみたいでさ。
Not feeling well?
Oh, hey, pet.
Yesterday, she had went out to Windmill Hill, and then later she was chasing that duck around the halls of the dormitory. And this morning she left wearing her uniform. Da.
Dunno.
Is she skipping school? However, more worrying things than what Katori is up to is the reaction of the others in the class when they heard of us talking about her. Even Agaha looked like she said something she wanted to say but couldn't. But I don't really know what the situation is, so I can't really say anything.
Oi, Yamamoto! 英語の辞書を貸してくんね?
As the awkwardness started to fade, an optimistic voice spoke out. From the entrance of the classroom, a carefree-looking guy poked his head and started speaking to a boy in our class.
お、ちょうどいいところに。おーい、マーバー。
だよ、アゲハ。なんか用か?
Why is he wearing an orange shirt under that?
He likes orange?
You're an inverted orange cream popsicle. How do you live with yourself? The guy known as Mabao came into the classroom. Monster.
お前と仲良くしてっと、エリちゃんのご機嫌が悪くなんだよ。あれってやっぱジェラシーってやつだよな。
We are no friends.
Did you want to say something?
You and your inverted cream sickle. You disgust me.
Okay, well done.
お、誰これ？転校生？アゲハは見た目結構可愛いけど、中身男だから気をつけろ。
Agaha and I both looked blankly at him for a moment, cause we were both disgusted by his inverted orange creamsicle shirt.
なんだよ。
Long time no see, Mabao. Now prepare to die.
は？
See,
Da-da-da.
he's so afraid of my might. Why is this transfer student being so buddy-buddy with me? His face seemed to say. It's me. Have you forgotten me? You remember the war when you branded my face excessively?
俺だよって。え？お前、葵?
You're gonna say Aoi when I'm done with you. I looked at Agaha and she.
にや。
She wanted to surprise him, so it seems like she intentionally didn't tell him. Now you must die. This slightly superficial guy is Masastugi Tasaki, or Mabao. That's gonna be a lot easier. They knew English people would be reading this. Click.
As we call him.
He's our childhood friend.
なんで葵がここにいるんだよ。てか、転校生って？え？
あんた驚きすぎ。
そりゃ驚くって。
You seem well, Mabao. You've grown pretty big.
But we can still take you.
Yet not big as my fist. Masatsugi used to be really small, but now he was about the same size as me. But not my fist. It's not quite like the change in Agaha. But in the 5 years that have passed since we were kids, it looks like he's grown to about twice the size.
お前こそ。
We grabbed each other by the right hand and prepared the duel by ripping off each other's arms and beating each other with them. This was instead of a small, quiet greeting, a fight to the death. Yeah, I'm back, Mabao.
おかえり。葵!
This time, bam! He gave me a full-on hug.
Of doom.
He was crushing my ribs, but I quickly went for my sword. Hey, hey!
熱い友情ってやつだね。
We were the only ones who thought so, whereas all of the girls around us were totally freaked out. From all the blood being splattered. His blood. Oh. What?
Well, that changed quickly.
I knew it would be a fight to the death. Ma Bao suddenly backed off and thrust his fingers at the end of my nose. He went for my one weakness. The exhaustion fence leading to the fuel core. What is this all of a sudden? I thought you just...
Reading along wrong lines again, but
She's just like, no. No, crazy inverted orange cream popsicle man. I'm sorry, but it's not my fault that I had to move away. If you want to complain, say it to my dad. Kill him! I thought about writing a letter, but I felt kind of embarrassed. For the most part, the fact that there was no contact was both our faults. I've noticed that in many friendship situations, if they lose contact, they blame one guy. He could have took up the time to write a letter, but did he? No. That's why you don't trust a man whose color palette's like an inverted orange creamsicle. Click. It seems a lot of people are violent at this school. I love it. We'll kill them first. With saliva flying out of his mouth as he emphasized his words, Ma Bao forgot all about borrowing the English dictionary and he stormed out of the classroom. It wasn't just us, but everyone in the classroom was shocked.
Then what was with the little laugh at the beginning?
That guy seemed to really have his mood swings. Is he pregnant? Oh god, I'm gonna get... I think that was a correct decision. I want to say thank you. Even so, he did seem really upset about it. Don't say it like that, it sounds weird. While we carried on talking, the bell to mark the end of lunchtime sounded. Everyone put away their lunchboxes and got ready for the next lesson of brainwashing.
Brainwashing?
Brainwashing.
Biology class.
Human anatomy. Agaha went back to her seat. She stopped halfway, then walked back. What's up?
What's up?
Hey. Click.
Oh, yeah. I'm doing that now.
Agaha seemed concerned about those around us and lowered her voice. Assassins. Well, the truth is, my mom asked me to be the dorm mother of a student dormitory. I lowered my voice so that those around us couldn't hear. Kotori is boarding there. My mom asked me to take good care of Kotori. Even if she hadn't, I'd be worried about her anyway. As she listened to my explanation, Agaha thought it'd be over. Her expression darkened somehow. It looked as if she was saying, I can't believe she doesn't enjoy school. You seem to enjoy it.
私もちろんだよ。だって楽しいじゃない、学校。
Are the confetti vents in the AC? Is that why you were bragging about the AC earlier? Do they have confetti shoots? Let this be a thing, Japan! You're the only country that's insane enough to make this a thing.
And on that, we save.
That's not. Oh yeah.
Thank you all for watching.
データはデータ
We still have the red trout.
データ
And
Have a good one.
goodbye.